It is Tuesday, my dudes.
Good morning, TFR.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworks because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworks with Josh, Walt and Zach. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworks with Josh, Walt and Zach, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworks on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Rail Media is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to The Ironworks with Zach, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworks and become an Iron Scout.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the Ironworks right here on Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com. My name is Josh Corey. And we've got your usual cast of characters this morning. Let's say hello to them, starting with Lucas King, LC King on YouTube. Lucas, how's your night?
It's good. My night's good. Looking forward to the show. Hope everyone is well out there. We'll keep moving. I'll keep moving.
Right on. That's the way to do it. Let's say hello to Mr. Walter Johnson. His channel here on YouTube is called Flat Earth Head. Walter, how about you, sir? How are you doing?
Good morning, good evening, afternoon, night. How are you all? I hope it's fine. It's good here. We had a good weekend. We were all independent and celebratory. But anyway, we're here, and it's Tuesday, Friday,
something.
Tuesday. What day is this? No, it's Tuesday, my dudes, for sure. And yeah, hit the ground running this morning for sure myself. So I'm throwing coffee down, and I'm ready.
That's the way to do it. It's all we can ask. And then finally,
no electric shocks. Oh, sorry.
What the hell did you just say?
I said no electric shocks this morning.
Says you. There you go. How you like that? Finally, let's say hello to Mr. Zachary Zabala. You may know him as Good Times for All on the YouTubes. Zach, how you been doing?
Hey, Josh. Hey, Walt. Hey, Lucas. Hello, everybody out there. Not too bad. Been helping the my neighbor, the old retired Marine. Yeah, we had one piece of plexiglass that wasn't cut right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to go back this morning and get back, and hopefully they have it there, and then we can just throw it up, and yeah, then we're gonna start working on the trim. I think I'm gonna buy a router saw, maybe.
That'd be good. There's always lots of uses for a router.
Yeah, there's always lots of uses for a router saw. So, and Baldini's gonna be moving out here, fingers crossed, hopefully soon. So that'll be a nice addition to our laboratory and all the stuff we can do with it.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, really?
That's exciting.
Yeah. Got to get you out here, Lucas.
No way. Too far.
Too cold, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I could come in over there when it's my winter, enjoy your summer, and then come back. Just follow the summer.
That's it.
There you go.
Winter in the Kakalaki.
Now that is, what do they call that? Not hibernation. What do they call that? Migration. That would be like the longest migrating path. I don't know. Those great white sharks migrate. They say from North America down to Australia and back again. They just I don't know how true any of that stuff is. Came from National Geographic or whoever.
I mean, if a shark could do it, Lucas, surely you can. Sharks don't even have thumbs, for real.
Well, I was thinking, like, if say if we got rid of the monetary system, a debt based system, basically, it'd be pretty feasible to have a couple of houses, one over there, one here, and just migrate every year. Pick up a job.
Garden all year round.
Yeah, exactly. Summer gardening.
Garden here. Yeah.
I'll be like burn myself out because it's just like way too much work.
Do some foreign exchange vegetables. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much going on around here this last weekend. It was pretty quiet. Well,
you broke up, Josh, sir. What'd you say?
I was going to say, not much going on around here this weekend. It was relatively slow, not quiet. Crazy people out here just went crazy for the 4th. It was nutty.
I saw that on Facebook, or no, it was on somewhere. Yeah, it must have been a Facebook thing. Somebody was talking about how crazy the amount of fireworks were around them. Here in my parish, they're illegal. So you don't have access to them.
Yay, 4th.
Sure.
Yeah. No, they've always been illegal in St. Mary Parish, but you go just outside the parish line and literally on both sides of the 4-lane are tents set up with just all the explosives you could carry. Good thing about living in Louisiana, however, and that idea is you go get your fireworks and you realize it's been raining for the last month. And suddenly you light that fuse and it goes about halfway up and it stops. And you go, oh, shit, do I go over there and see if it's going to keep going? Do I run and duck? Do I throw a blanket over it? What do I do now? So, yeah, no, there's an added edge of excitement when you have damp fireworks. Definitely.
It wasn't bad around
here. Yeah, it wasn't crazy here at all. I thought it would be because of what I had read. But, yeah, not my area for sure.
Yeah, Indiana, Denver, both of those places, people went nuts for like a month before and at least a couple weeks after. In Denver, there were fireworks going off all the time throughout the year. It would just be like this one weekend. I don't know if it was a quinceañera or whatever, but people loved fireworks out there. Indiana, it was more concentrated around the 4th, but you got a good month and a half of fireworks. People just... It wasn't like the 4th of July every night, but you heard fireworks. Here, we heard them the day before the 4th and a little bit last night. We'll see what happens tonight. But yeah, they're not as crazy about fireworks down here, which is nice because Hank hates them. Hank has been curling around me. Yeah.
Most animals are a little freaked out, beyond freaked out. Yeah, I didn't even think of how that would have affected the cats. She kind of freaks out when it gets thundery, so I bet she would have been flipping out if it had been excessive. But really, I don't think I heard it twice, and that's really unusual. So apparently, all the scared little people stayed scared. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they were not celebrating in protest. Because you do that logically, right?
Logically, I fully expected to have all weekend of just nonstop, incessant fireworks. But it was really kind of tame, except for the 4th. Then everybody just unleashed, and it was chaotic. It was crazy out here. At least in my house, that's where I was. Dixie and I just kind of hung out outside and watched for a little bit, but it was almost too much. I mean, it's one big show is good. 3 or 4 gets kind of hard to watch. But when there's 7 of them all around you and they're all just going crazy, it's a little much.
Well, I was just about to say another thing here that goes on is over on the reservation, they have some fireworks stores that are actually closed up during certain, they don't stay open year round. So the fireworks stay pretty, viable. They're not wet when you get them. So they work pretty well. So if you scour around here, you can definitely find some that are worth your time. And growing up with my, when my son was growing up, and I used to do it all the time as well. And I guess once he got out of the house, and I don't know, we just kind of stopped messing with it. Just it became a thing here where they were really getting, like, one year it got really ugly with the amount of people that were getting fussed at or written up or whatever they would do. And I guess it just got to be too much of an aggravation. I don't know. And I finally realized I was celebrating a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. Take your pick. Take your pick.
So I've decided what is probably going to be better next year is if everybody that buys their fireworks just takes the money and converts it all to $1 bills, you see. Then you all get together and you sit around on a fire and everybody takes $1 and you throw it in the middle and you just light that shit on fire. And then you sit around the fire, see? You sit around the fire and you talk and you converse. You conversate. That way, you can actually spend time together. You talk, you listen, maybe play some music, maybe do whatever you want. Just hang out, spend some time together, some quality time. I think that would be a better spending of the money, watching you burn it itself, than investing in fireworks.
I dig it. Yeah, I dig it.
I like that. I like that.
Maybe we do that next year.
We are not telling anybody to go burn money.
I am.
Because that's a felony. But
says who?
There's lots of monopoly boards out there. I think it is a felony to destroy money.
I don't think
it's not money. Gold and silver doesn't burn that well, does it?
Right. I earned it.
Reserve note.
Well, it's a negotiable instrument, right? That's something completely different. I'm not sure you can't destroy negotiable instruments.
We're not saying, build an effigy of the Federal Reserve and, set it on fire as...
If you have money to burn, congratulations, but you better not actually set that pile of cash afire. Burning money is illegal in the U.S. and is punishable by up to 10 years in prison, not to mention buku fines. It's also illegal to tear a dollar bill. It's also illegal to flatten a penny under the weight of a train, thus derailing it. Yeah. So, yeah, you're not supposed to fuck with Uncle Sam.
But we're not.
That being said, there's very rarely any prosecutions. Let's see. Perhaps the highest profile case of currency mutilation dates to 1963. An 18-year-old U.S. Marine named Ronald Lee Foster convicted of whittling away the edges of a penny and spending the 1-cent coins as dimes in vending machines. That's freaking awesome. He got a year of probation and a $20 fine. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
But people got a lot smarter.
I don't recommend people do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to burn dollar bills next 4th of July. I'll film it. It'll be my little timer. $1 is as long as the video will go. You want the video longer? I'll put in another $1. I'll burn another $1. That'll be my timer.
Have you ever seen people that put like ethanol on like money and then they burn the ethanol? They light it on fire and all the ethanol burns off of it, but it doesn't affect the bill at all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a little more than just paper there. I'm not sure what all is in there, but they have like a flame retardant something or other. I'm not saying it won't burn. It will eventually burn, but
so just probably don't breathe it in while you're throwing the dollar bills on. Just in case.
Yeah, money. Yeah, people got a lot smarter. Instead of whittling down pennies to turn them into dimes, at least like using the telephone, they figured it out. All that stuff is just run on sounds. They don't actually count a quarter going into the machine. The quarter makes a certain noise when you put it in there. The dime does, the nickel does. So if you put all those things, I mean, good luck finding a payphone now. But if you record yourself putting, $10 worth of change into a machine and then get all that money back, all you have to do is go and play that tape again of all that money going in there. And the machine thinks that money's in there now. It's crazy. But yeah, like I said, good luck finding a payphone now.
Yeah.
I don't know where I learned that from.
I did not know that wasn't. That was a whole different thing he did in war games. Anyway, Hobo nickels. Anyone? So there was a thing back in the day that like hobos would whittle a nickel in a certain way, and it was like a kind of a pass to a certain area. They're very territorial back in the 20s and stuff. There were camps, there were markings. You marked certain things on posts or on houses or on their fence, let you know they would give food or they would run you out of town or the cops were good or the cops were bad or whatever. And the hobo nickels were like a kind of a rite of passage. You learn the skill and then you exchanged them as kind of a barter system, as kind of a marking of territory, that kind of thing. And there are some amazing pieces of art out there. I'll find some pictures and show it to you guys on the show description picture. If you've never checked out Hobo Nickels, it's pretty awesome stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had never even heard of a hobo nickel. I'm going to have to look into that. I wonder if they still do stuff like that.
Like hobos?
Well, anybody.
Oh, whittling wooden nickels, you mean?
Well, just having strange markings, like you show somebody a dollar bill, but it has a certain marking on it, and then you're allowed to go do whatever.
Don't know why it never occurred to me to look before now. It's just something I knew about from a lot of the reading I've done growing up. But you can actually buy them. They range from ridiculously priced down to not far beyond ridiculously priced. 200, 130, 80, 70. You can buy yourself a hobo nickel. So just look around. They're out there. There's actually some that are like really crazily complicated, have mechanisms and shit built into them. And yeah, it's pretty crazy, the artwork that they have done. Oh man, I'm looking at some now that are recently done. Pretty crazy. Again, we're on a radio show, so showing you these pictures. I could do it, I guess. Hang on.
Sound like some talented hobos.
That's what I was thinking.
They got time.
Can you see my pictures?
We can indeed.
Are you seeing? Okay, well there you go. There's just a handful of them.
So they're mainly like skulls and.
There's a lot of skull work, but there's also a lot of just a lot of stuff, lots of things. I know I saw one here. Where is it? That had Darwin on it. Where was that one at? Oh, look down here, bottom left. There's just all kind of stuff out there. What? The Green Man, aliens, lots of skulls. So you are correct, sir. I mean, it is money. Yeah, I know. What? That's an awesome elephant.
That is a good elephant.
Oh, the mermaid. Anyway, so yeah, that is Hobo Nickels. All of you who are able to see my screen.
Huh. Who'd have thought?
Do they have any of them with like the stick and the bandana?
Probably so.
Whenever I think of hobo, that's what I think of. The old bandana tied up all four corners, tied to a stick, someone walking with it hanging over their shoulder.
Every once in a while, I'll watch some hobo videos. They're on YouTube. There's still folks out there that train hop and get around that way.
Oh, yes, there are, sir.
My first weekend on my walkabout, I met two hobos. A guy and a girl, younger. They almost made me want to turn around and go back home. That was kind of weird. I was like, is this what it's going to be like the whole trip? But no, those were the only time I was offered to go for a walk into the woods and turned it down. You know, that little voice inside my head said, no, you're not going anywhere
Wow.
with these two
Yeah.
where there's nobody else around out in the middle of the woods. No, Zach, don't be dumb. But yeah, he had tattoos all over. He had the train tracks on his hand and said, yeah, I've been on this train and we were in Indiana and they were getting ready to hobo down to Texas on a train.
Damn.
Yeah. I gave him some clothes and some food. They wanted a ride down to Texas. I was like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But I had a good reason. My truck was full. People can't sit in the back of the truck on the highway. It doesn't work.
My dog's allergic to people.
So, how do they get by? Basically, what do they do any work at all? No, guess not.
I don't know.
You got to eat though.
Yeah, they had a few bucks on them.
I'm sure they do.
Follow the soup trains or whatever.
Yeah,
where they give out soups and stuff. Maybe they have like a little just hop from soup cafe to soup cafe, or I don't know.
But they tried telling me that they were fighters of demons, that they drew sigils on the ground and sigils on trees, and when they would enter a place where there was multiple demons, they would all look at them and start snarling. And then I was like, oh, okay, this guy is telling some major stories now. Yeah, it was weird. It was real weird, the stories that they were telling me.
Yeah, that's when they take you to the walk and decide
so he's like
you're a demon.
Yeah, they decide I'm a demon.
Uh-huh.
So it's like witch hunter.
But yeah, I got that urge that when they asked, hey, you want to go see the sigils we drew out here in the woods? She's like, no, I really don't.
That's how they know you're a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn them down. Next minute.
Demons can't stand the sight of our sigils.
Safe to say, when I was time to go early that day, because they were like, I went and started setting up my camping thing, and it was in this town in Indiana, but it was like a park. And then right along the river, I think it was the White River. No, it wasn't I forget what river it was. But you had like 6 places you could camp there, and it was free. That's why I went there. I loved all the free camping places. And as soon as I came up and started setting up my tent, the girl and the guy came out of the woods from underneath some train tracks around some bend and went 2 spots down and started setting up their tent. And I was like, where the hell did they come from? It wasn't like there was a road going off in that direction. And they said that they'd been out in the woods for a while because they had already stayed 2 weeks here. So they were just camping out in the woods out of sight. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of strange stuff going on out there, folks.
Yeah.
Be careful. You know, people are, for the most part, good, but you got to keep your wits about you. When that little voice tells you no, don't go follow these 2 people you have never met before out into the middle of the woods, you listen. It's not hard. But yeah, I left quite early when it was time to leave. Before they got up, I was gone. They were just asking for stuff nonstop, especially the guy.
Yeah, that's pretty. I wouldn't be able to stand that either. People just sort of coming up to you asking all the time. That'd be not my cup of tea, you know.
Yeah.
Not without, doing something in exchange, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're going to ask for something, try and help out in some way or another.
Yeah, and they were cool about it. They did offer me a meal. It was horrible, but I ate some of it. Hank got most of it, I think. So that was like our fair trade, whatever. I gave him some clothes and then some food the night before I left.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
I don't know. Hobo meal, clothes.
So I think that's going to bring us real close here to that first half.
Whoa,
First
I was just looking.
segment.
You're right.
Yeah.
It is that time.
Wow.
I don't know how that happened. That's
talking about hobos.
Apparently the hobos.
Yeah.
Well, I totally got lost down the hobo nickel rabbit hole. There are some amazing things out there. I'd seen a bunch of them back in the day, but the level at this level is crazy. Go check it out.
Crazy. All right. Well, this is Josh Wald, Zach, and Lucas hanging out with you this morning here on the Ironworks on Truth Frequency Radio. Be sure you stick around because we will be right back after these briefest of messages. And who knows what we have in store. I know we got some space lettuce and, space lettuce.
Extendivite is more than just a heart tonic. Do you have any of these symptoms? Night cramps in the hands and feet. Your arms and legs often go to sleep. On short walks, do your legs get aches and pains? Is your memory worse than it used to be? Ankles that swell late in the day? Has your blood pressure increased lately? If you answered yes to even one of these questions, you may have early warning signs of arterial blockages. Your body is saying that it is time to take Extendivite. These are not the normal signs of aging. They are the warning signs that accompany blocked arteries. Get your Extendivite today. Extendivite is available in capsule or liquid form for just $69.95 for a 2-month supply. To get started, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
Your home has needs. It needs a healthy, dry environment all year round. Start by getting rid of the worst air in the basement and crawl space, where the problems begin and make the whole house sick. Introducing the new Smart Wave Ventilation Unit. It has advanced technologies to continuously reduce moisture, mold, and odors, and expel radon, gases, and pollutants. And now, Wave units include carbon monoxide detection to automatically expel air at a high rate and send you an alert. It also has an app so you can remotely monitor the conditions. Wave is a comprehensive, maintenance-free, affordable solution that will transform your entire home. Protect your home and family with what it needs. Give it a new Smart Wave Ventilation Unit. For more information, call 888-717-WAVE. That's 888-717-WAVE. Or go to dryhealthyhome.com. That's dryhealthyhome.com.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
For millennia, mankind has been searching for answers to the big questions, such as, where did the universe come from? Where did we come from? Why are we here? Are we alone? And just what the heck is the Sasquatch all about? I can't promise you answers, and neither can the Woo Crew, but they invite you to join them Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, midnight in the UK, for Freaky Friday, exclusively on Truth Frequency Radio. Spirituality, multiverse, quantum mechanics, the occult, and so much conspiracy analysis that it will make your mind melt. Take my word for it. Freaky Friday. It's more than a show. It's a way of life. I'm Stephen Hawking, and I am proud to be a Wookiee.
No hate, no hype, no fear.
You're listening to Truth Frequency Radio.
We are TFR.
Time to make the donuts.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
And welcome back to the Ironworks right here on Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com. Big shout out there to Liz the Iron Maiden with the super chat. And a red box of popcorn, as it reads on my chat. That's the one thing about Restream chat. It reads a little weird sometimes, and I don't have all the controls I would on YouTube or other places. But
yeah, it is a little unwieldy at times. Shout out Leopold making me laugh. Anyway, we're back.
I was saying that too. 7 chipmunks swirling on a branch.
You know, that old children's tale from the sea. Anyway, we're back. Thank you all for being here with us. It's Tuesday, dudes, and we apparently talked for 30 minutes about hobo nickels and demon hunters in the woods. So, welcome back. You never know where we'll land around here.
No. Yeah, that's a trip.
There's a few books I saw as I was perusing all the photographs that detail probably all that same history I kind of threw at you guys if you're interested. I think it was reading a Stephen King book back in the day that made me go digging into that idea. There was also something that made me go dig into the Carney world, but it wasn't Stephen King. What was that? Oh, it was a book called Twilight Eyes. If you've never read a book called Twilight Eyes by Mr. Dean R. Koontz, go check that out. It really is telling in the current times we live in, but I'm not going to spoil it. Just go look it up and read it. Read it. Go read it. Go read Twilight Eyes. All right, that's enough plugging for the day. We'll see.
So, did you guys notice that the news has changed?
No.
No, because I don't watch it.
No, I'm talking about during our commercial breaks.
Oh.
There's no longer Fox News anymore.
I noticed it like last week. It gotten bizarre and weird. Like we were listening to other shows or something, and then I haven't paid attention.
Remember how weird it was when we heard it, and we even discussed it? Like, what was that? Well, Nemo informed me that he changed it back to the Onion, so it was satire.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. They were taking the piss out of it.
Yeah,
nice. I like that.
It was too early for me to pick up on it, I think.
I think it was too early for all of us because we were all just trying to go, what are we listening to? Is this another show on TFR that's just being beamed in during our breaks, or what's going on? Yeah, it was weird.
They were like pretending to be newscasters and just saying dumb shit, basically.
Yeah, they weren't like not pertaining to anything. Just
no, that's Nigeria, and that's why that was. Anyway.
But yeah,
is that the story where that they're spelled different or whatever it was? Is that same story?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense now. Wow, it is early in the morning to be throwing that at us, people. Oh, thanks, Chris.
But yeah, Nemo sent me one of those great his voice things that he does. He'll send you a voice message and whatnot.
Yeah, I've got one recently that was just awesome.
Yeah, and he threw that in there. Yeah, he got his place for Flattoberfest. They found a nice little, it's like a tiny home type thing. But it's, it's got windows and the 2 doors and a couple rooms in it, but it's a nice little, small little thing. And yeah, they got it it's going to be in town, I think 3 or 4 days, something like that. So I can't wait. He's going to be just down the road.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Interesting.
Windows, doors,
windows
walls.
and doors
That's all
are
you
always
need.
That's all you need. Is there like other
Should've had a roof.
spaces? Is
Should've
it
had
a
a roof.
multi-place thing or is it a single thing? What's going on? Talk to me, Nemo. Hit me up.
I think there might be multiple ones. I'm not 100% though. I do not know.
Do they have
roofs?
After Dave called me out on Friday's show, I have to go now. Fuck, I can't miss it this year, man.
Do you know if they've got the things on the top of the tiny house? Those one things that sit on the top of the walls? The roof that keeps the rain out.
Oh, yeah.
That what do you think, dude? This is like,
I'm with you.
I mean, they got the windows and
those
the
were
doors.
extra.
Oh,
yeah.
No, but they have some of
fancy
those
shit.
tiny homes that are just like
just like a
It's like
box. Yeah,
a
they're a box with
yeah.
nothing.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I go
only
in
get
and
the
out.
roof if
I've seen those.
you have the correct hobo coin.
You do have to have the right hobo nickel. Yes, sir. That's it.
No roof for you.
No roof for you.
No roof for you.
But yeah, so I'm excited. It's getting here. We're in July. That means 2.5 months for Flattoberfest. If you would like to attend, you can go look up information at flatearthfestivals.com. It will be September 23rd and 24th in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Tickets are on sale now. I think she said we're just over, 20 some odd percent, but that was last week. Who knows? So yeah, should be a blast. I can't wait. These things are getting to where I don't get nervous before them now and stuff like that. It's just going and hanging out with the family. It's the family reunion that you want to go to.
Yeah, well, you've met most of them by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quite a few.
90%. Yeah.
Well, it was crazy.
Okay, I was just double checking because I'm sorry, Zach. My apologies. You actually did say September 23rd.
Oh, my bad.
So I was just double
Getting
checking.
too
It is October 23rd and
yeah.
24th in Spartanburg.
It's in the name. It's in the name.
Well, it is in the name, but that doesn't necessarily mean they couldn't have moved it to the last weekend of September just because of planning and availability and all that. So I was like, oh, did they do that? I better double check because in my mind, I'm looking at the end of October, which is going to be a juggle for me, truly, because like literally the week ago before Dave called me out, my cousin called me letting me know they're planning on a big Floyd family reunion. We're tired of all of us getting together for funerals. We want to get together for good reason. So that's the plan on the first weekend of October of this year. So I'm going to have a busy October for damn sure. That's also out of state.
Yeah, sorry about that. Bob in chat. October,
He's got you too.
Not September.
Yeah, maybe
we
next
were
year,
on it,
Zach.
Bob. I
Next
was
year,
on it, man.
next year for sure we'll have
Imagine
your
if I
Flattoberfest.
turned up in September. I'm like, where is everyone?
Right. Where you assholes
I
at?
come all this way. Zach.
Shows up with his chest painted flat earth. He jumps out. Whoa! And there's nobody there.
Yeah, this one's going to be fun. Skee ball, bowling. I can't wait. Yeah. It's a pretty big place. It's not just one big open room. There's multiple levels. So it's not going to be like...
Cornholing?
Probably.
There might be. So, the
I've seen Deliverance.
They're all one.
Squeal like a pig for me.
We were all in one big room, and that makes it hard when you're trying to... You have people all around the outside of the room selling stuff, and Cammie and I were doing our demonstrations, and then there's the stage right there with speakers blaring. I mean, I lost my voice by like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. My voice was like completely gone at the last one, to where I had to go outside and it wasn't like, when you think you have a sore throat, you drink some water and it kind of feels better. Well, this didn't do it. It wasn't like it was a sore throat. It was just my voice was gone. So yeah, hopefully I won't, because I had to talk so loud over the speaker systems and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll be in a different room and have different, yeah, it should be fun. I'm hoping to find some place where it can be kind of dark, to where people could maybe walk through something and play with the ferrocell, see the magnetic lines and all that kind of neat stuff.
Just like set up a curtain.
That's what I was thinking, like a photo booth type thing.
Just yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We'll see.
I can get their photo while looking at it. Chink.
I would love to get a photo of everybody's face when they hold a gyroscope for the first time. I don't know what it is. That's my favorite part of the whole thing, especially adults. children, I mean, they have that look of wonder all the time when they see new things. But adults, it's hard to bring that out. And if they've never touched a gyroscope before, you hand it to them and they are not expecting that. Even if you tell them, what's going to happen, which I always did. And I was like, and you're going to make a face, I guarantee it, when you feel this thing. And every single one of them, even if it wasn't like a whoa with the eyebrows go up or this or that, even the ones, that were like, oh, I'm cool, I'm not going to make a face. They got the weird looking little grin on their face. Just like, whoa, what is this? Yeah, it's, I don't know, something neat about sharing, something new with someone that they've never seen before and seeing them get.
Dude, isn't that the
emotional.
best fucking feeling in the world? Like it'll bring me to tears sometimes sharing something awesome with another person and watching. It's a benefit if you can watch them experience it first time. If you have to pass it off long distance and just know they're experiencing it for the first time, you still can get that feeling. But being there when they're actually seeing or hearing or looking at or standing in the middle of or whatever the occasion, that sharing of something awesome is just, oh man, it lights my soul up. I don't know.
It's the greatest gift you can give somebody. Knowledge through love. Real knowledge through love. And there's nothing else like it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying teaching my child or anything like that, but it's like, you're sharing something with someone that they had no idea existed. And it's a gift in itself. It really is. That's my favorite part of it. Out of all the stuff we do, all the people I see, all the stuff I get to do, I love handing that little piece of aluminum with a little brass wheel in it over to another person that's never touched it before. And watching them just turn into a child again, just for that split second. And it's children of all ages, 80-year-old men and women coming up and just being like, what is going on here? Yeah, it's a gift in itself. I get more out of it, I think, than they do, really. So thank you all who come and let me share my toys with you.
I reckon you need to add Mercury to your show and tell. Have something.
So awesome.
Yeah, get them playing with that. Put the gloves on, of course. Safety first.
Yeah, we wanted to smelt some bismuth and let people kind of make their own little bismuth whatever. Maybe a crystal. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous.
Sign waivers, and yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then once they've smelt it, I mean, I'll stop.
But yeah, I know Baldini's got some ideas for stuff we can show people with the cymatics and stuff like that. We have a frequency generator.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah, showing the shapes and different frequencies, different patterns. Awesome.
Yeah, we wanted to bring a couple of new things, The gyroscope definitely going to be there. The Tesla coil, stuff like that. All those things, we'll keep bringing them. But we're going to try to, the Van de Graaff generator, it's fun to look at, but in rooms that big where there's that many people and there's usually a draft and this and that and the humidity, I don't get much of a charge. It just won't charge up. I can get like a 1/4 inch spark, and that's nothing. I should be getting 2-inch sparks easy. So maybe I'll take it in there and try to test it out first, because I'd like to let people play with the, make lightning. But when you can't really see it, it's kind of boring. You get a 1/4 inch spark, that's not much. You get that touching, rubbing your feet on the carpet and going and touching the doorknob, you can get a bigger spark than that. So yeah, we'll see. But we're going to have some new stuff there for people to look at that have been to a lot of the festivals already. And then we'll keep all the golden oldies that everybody loves so much. But yeah, I'm getting excited already.
You know, you would have thought between the toys that's another thing I was going to mention too, is the lack of those toys in most kids' lives these days. I grew up playing with gyroscopes. I had the top that I've told you guys about with a little rubber tip that you spun real fast, and then it would balance because it had a gyroscope inside it. You could walk it on a string, put it on the end of a little tripod it had that it would stand on, or a little cone or whatever. Those kind of things let me have a basis for wanting to be excited about science, learning real science in school, learning real science in school, not fucking scientism, learning how to like work my way through issues and problems and repeat them and all of that. But the fact that they don't have that these days, all they've got are these fucking screens. And, you know, I think that's a key to trying to show this to a lot of people. They don't even have a point of reference when you start talking about orbits and, you know, balance and momentum and all of that. They're just like, blah, 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 what? So that's one of them. And then the idea of that being so hidden, so like just in its interface in every freaking day life. Think about all the times you scrubbed your feet across the carpet and right over to your brother and poked him on the ear and shocked the crap out of him. Fucking free energy right there on your carpet to your brother's ear. Free fucking energy you created with your body on the carpet to your brother's ear. Free energy? We can't do that. Certainly we can't. They told me I have to pay for it, right? It's just such a mind fuck.
Yeah, well, all those truths are being revealed now. There's more and more people waking up to the fact that we can do this. And there's actually people out there, iEnergy, I believe is the name of their YouTube channel. All one word. They're working on the Tesla turbine, which is, I mean, that's free energy right there. It's pretty much turning a turbine with hot and cold air that's somewhat created naturally. You put, you know, one tank outside in the sun where it stays warm and hot, and you bury the other one in the ground, and that creates a force right there. Having the hot air on one side and the cold air on the other, the hot always rushes to that cold, and they just
the
keep
pressure differential. Yep,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's like joining your fire with your cooler, isn't it? Just letting them run at each other. But there was another one that I was reading on. I don't know if this works or not, but it was the same principle. But instead of using the outside source elements, it was actually using basically the pressure of forcing air into a smaller space. Like if it's coming out of your fire, for instance, and then it goes into a smaller flue, it actually gets hotter in that smaller flue because it's pressurized. And so the principle was that one side of this unit was basically feeding on itself, but it was one side was highly pressurized, and then it would release and then cool down, and that cooled down bit would then get pumped up, and so there'd be this circle happening between these two pressures basically. And once it got going, once it was sort of pumped up and generated, then it would start to feed on itself. And he said at the end, you could get it so hot that it would explode. And that was just using that, those pressure differentials.
It's out there around us at all times. We just have to harness it. I had an idea.
Go ahead.
I was making some fresh hummingbird nectar yesterday, and while I was stirring it, I was sitting there watching the water spin. And I remember that video about, they'll get water spinning in the same direction as the ether, and the water will kind of start spinning faster. It like keeps going, like a perpetual motion thing almost. Once they get it going, they can get more energy out of the spinning water than they put into spinning it. Well, I was thinking if you did that the opposite way against the ether, would there be a drag? And could we measure the ether by using different densities of rotating liquids? Get them spinning up to the water spinning a certain speed, and then turn off the power and just see how long it can go by itself. And then spin it the other way, up to a certain speed, and then turn it off and see if those vary. That if the ether is actually slowing it in one direction and helping it along in the other, and then you could do it in different densities and get kind of a, like a table. I don't know, just a thought I had while I was sitting there spinning water.
Yeah, well, it depends on. Yeah, well, I don't know. It depends on what the ether's doing. If it's the way it's orientated, if it orientates like that. I don't know. This ether concepts still bothers me to no end. I always think about it and like get nowhere.
Well, in chat, I added a story. See if I can find it. I know I got it around here somewhere. About some software from NASA. And apparently they got a whole big pile of software that they offer for free that you can just go download. And if I remember correctly, they had one for fluid dynamics. It's actually a pretty quick story here. It says, this is /gear.com. NASA's most popular free software was originally designed to enable space exploration. Many people may not know that NASA has a vast catalog of free software available for anyone to download. Most of the software it offers was originally developed to help space exploration, and the programs are available for people to download for other uses here on Earth. The software catalog has hundreds of programs and more than 180 new applications, all available at no cost. NASA says that its programs have been adapted and used by government agencies, entrepreneurs, researchers, and other users. Among the software is a program called Tetrus, Tetrus. Tartarus? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it says, which is a computational fluid dynamics program developed by NASA. The software was originally designed to allow engineers to study the shape of an aircraft to minimize drag and maximize fuel efficiency. The program is available in the U.S. and is one of the most downloaded applications in NASA history. NASA says that the Tetrus has been used to design aircraft, cars, and boats, as well as investigating architectural aerodynamics and to assist in aircraft crash investigations. Another popular application is called Whirlwind. NASA admits that the volume of data its satellites capture can make the data difficult to use. Whirlwind visualizes data NASA has gathered using a virtual globe of the Earth described as video game-like. Users of the software can zoom from satellite altitude all the way down to any point on the planet's surface. The software has been used to help manage resources all around the world. It is also used to support the Coast Guard by generating a map from live feeds of satellite and maritime data. NASA says there are dozens of other environmental science programs available for download at no cost. Other tools include one to calculate a solar power system's size and power requirements using fuel cells, solar cells, and batteries. Another program can analyze solar aircraft concepts by evaluating their flight worthiness and providing design feedback. Currently, the NASA software catalog contains more than 800 programs and can be searched in various places. It says here, but then they don't hyperlink it, which I thought was kind of funny. Anyway, I can't imagine that's going to be that difficult to find. Free NASA
Where
software.
have you dropped that, sir? I'm trying to find it.
That is in July show prep.
That's why I haven't found it. I looked here and look on chat on YouTube. Oh, wow. We're quickly running up to another break.
Jeez, again?
Yeah, that keeps happening around here. I don't know. You think Chris wants to keep the lights on or something? I don't. Deanna?
But yeah, it looks like that has been the first hour. Wow. That's pretty fast. I don't know. What do you guys want to do in the next hour?
More of the same and yet different. Stuff. No, I'm being silly.
Sweet.
There's a story or three in there we can probably
do that.
into. Yeah. Shout out to Austin. I see you there in chat, brother. We intended to get you in on the mix on Friday, and then it kind of just ran away on its own power, and we had no control. We were just holding on for dear life.
No, he was
Thank
busy.
you all for making Friday.
Yeah, we talked to Austin. He was in chat hanging out. He was hanging with the little man, though.
That's it. I knew something had him sidetracked. I couldn't remember what it was. That's it. He had obligations. Thank you for being there, everybody. It was a blast. If you missed it, go check it out. It was pretty stunning.
It was a good time.
It was a
around.
decent show.
Yep. Break time.
Truth Frequency Radio is your #1 source for news and information without the hate, hype, and fear. We're proud to feature cutting-edge programs like The Christopher Everard Show, The Covert Report with Susan Lindauer, Enemy Within Radio with Tom Barnes, Freaky Friday with The Woo Crew, The Gematria Effect with Zachary Hubbard, America's Evil Genius with Travis Cook, Phoenix Rising Radio with Phoenix, Quantum Connections with Lucky, and dozens more. Did you know you can listen from any telephone by dialing 641-793-7117 or call into your favorite show toll free at 833-TFR Live. Uncensored talk and news you won't hear in the mainstream media. Truth Frequency Radio, your protection from deception.
If you're just joining us, we are continuing our coverage of the ominous music that is sending panic across the nation. The suspenseful music was first heard throughout the country at 3:10 Eastern Standard Time this afternoon, setting citizens and government officials on high alert.
The Times website posted a story claiming that the music may be linked to a group of wealthy recent high school graduates speeding along a winding road in a red convertible, screaming and laughing with the hubris of youth. At this point, we just don't know.
Okay, now we've been informed that police nationwide are on the lookout for attractive teen girls wandering by themselves.
Yes, they are, and experts say their chances of being hacked to pieces by a knife-wielding maniac have increased over 600% since the music began.
I'm sorry, but Jane, is the telephone watch still in effect?
Yes, absolutely. Officials are saying not to let your phone ring suspensefully 2 or 3 times because the call will likely be completely harmless, a neighbor or a friend. But be very careful after you hang up. When you're standing there relieved, that is when the horrible event is most likely to occur.
Okay, FEMA is attempting to bring an end to the music using a variety of strategic phrases, but so far it's been unsuccessful. Let's go now live to Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Come on, it'll be fun. Wait for me, guys. What's that shadow in the water? If that wasn't you, and that wasn't me, then what was it? Watch how a real man does it.
No development there as of yet.
Well, you know, Andrea, there is no authoritative word, but apparently the White House issued... Oh, my God!
Jane!
Oh, my God!
Jane? Okay, we seem to have lost that signal, but we'll bring you more information as soon as possible. Moving on, a new erectile dysfunction drug that works by chemically lowering a woman's expectations.
This is Truth Frequency Radio.
The wicked one, obviously under heavy Masonic influence.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworks because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworks with Josh, Walt, and Zach. It's like sitting in your front room having a cozy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworks with Josh, Walt, and Zach, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworks on TFR.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Room Media is the best on the plane. To the show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the Ironworks with Zach, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the Ironworks and become an Iron Scout.
Wake up! Good morning. I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. There was one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
And welcome back to hour number 2 of the Ironworks, kicking off right now. Josh, Walt, Zach, and Lucas hanging out with you this morning. Just doing our thing, hitting some space lettuce. Hobo nickels. Demon hunters. The young
Sigil
modern
riders.
day Van Helsings.
So anybody happen to catch the Glowbuster show on Sunday?
I did not.
They were ripping into Elon Musk. Just going over his history. And the guy is a joke. He didn't make Tesla. Tesla was started in 2004, I think somebody was saying, 2008, way before he got there. All these things that he's, the CEO of. He didn't start any of this crap.
No, he's the biggest fraud ever.
He made money with PayPal,
Does it have anything to do with PayPal? Is that the only thing he did that I know of?
No. He didn't even do PayPal.
He didn't even do
PayPal
it.
was
Okay.
around before that. He did something, and then his dad's buddies all had to go and fix the programming because none of it worked.
Well, I know around that time is when he got the hair plugs, for sure.
Yeah, he's a great stooge, You can't take somebody that's actually smart and intelligent. You take
he's a fall guy. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like something bad's going to happen with space sex, and he's going to be the fall guy.
If we're going to talk Fall Guys and public faces, did anyone see the robot on the hoverboard over the weekend? No, come on. Oh my God. Y'all, come on. Zuckerberg was showing his American spirit this weekend. Come on, y'all missed that? Oh, this needs to be a video show right now. So yeah, just go look up Zuckerberg flying the flag on the 4th, and that should give you all you need to lock your brain for a few hours. How can someone be more robotic on a fucking hover jet ski thing than they are in most of their other life? It's insane. Oh, and there's another figurehead. I think Bezos stepped down. He's ready to go. He is heading out of here.
Yeah, what happened to Richard Branson? I thought he was going over this weekend. I thought he
did
was
he not make it. Oh my
God! I didn't hear anything about it.
11th, I thought.
Oh, I thought he was going to do it 4th of July weekend. So he's doing it the 11th, and Bezos is going the 20th or something like that, 21st,
something like that. I think. I don't know. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Not my circus, not my monkey.
And I heard something about, aren't they taking some old lady up there?
Uh-huh. We talked about that last week. That old lady was the lady from the Mercury program.
She's one of the right.
She was supposed to be one of the original astronauts that never
Now,
made.
did she had her 2 days like brush up?
I don't know, but how old was she? Like 84,
86.
Oh well, if they go fast enough, she'll come back younger.
Fucking A, Lucas. Hells yeah. Oh, in the year of 39, symbol here.
That's special relativity.
Can you say that 5 times fast?
Easy for you to say.
No.
So did you guys get
some of that green drink? Oops, sorry.
Were you guys subbed to the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac clock app? Frequently asked questions. Did you see what David did yesterday?
Oh no, I didn't. I haven't.
Sunday.
It's probably Friday or Saturday.
There was like 5 premieres going at all times.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw.
15 minutes. There was a new premiere started and going, and
well, he said he was going to do that on Friday. Then I saw Austin mention on Facebook that I'm pretty sure it was Austin that all of a sudden then he started getting like decent real flat earth recommendations in his recommended videos. That David actually broke the freaking algorithms to YouTube.
Oh wow! So it worked.
Apparently.
Oh, is that what was going on? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's what it was for.
Well, yeah, I knew that's what it was for, but I had a really crazy weekend with things going on and repositioning cat boxes and just all kind of fun in my house. So yeah, when I kind of sat down to watch some stuff, I guess it was Saturday. I saw some like interesting things. I was like, wow, what's all this doing in my feed? And it never connected because, it was a busy Saturday.
So basically we need like, what? 3,000 flat earthers doing the same thing.
That's right. Blow this thing up.
as much as I loved it, I could not find anything in my subscription feed.
You couldn't? Okay.
Well, no, because it was nothing but David's videos. Yeah. I would be scrolling through, and it's nothing but Flat Earth Clock App, frequently asked questions, DITRH, and just premiere. My whole subscription page was just flooded with that stuff.
Well, I clicked on his channel and pressed subscribe, and then went back to my feed. I'm like scrolling down. I'm like, nah, sorry, Dave. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, I couldn't have you do that every day. I couldn't subscribe to someone who did that every single day. There's no way.
No. You need to do.
But it was a good idea. Yeah, it was a good idea. Yeah, he definitely he broke the algorithm though. He definitely did, because I just went through before the show today and went Flat Earth through the last week, and actually, believe it or not, there are a lot of pro Flat Earth videos there over the last week. If you search Flat Earth and put in the time thing last week, I mean, there's, you get your troll ones here and there, but usually it's like the top 50 are troll or just nonsense, You have to go a couple pages or scroll down a few pages, where this time it was like Flat Earth positive. Like,
so that were they all Dave's like videos, or they?
No, there's.
Whoa! So he's actually broken it then somehow.
Well, our buddy Norb's doing his part. He's been like reposting a bunch of other people's really great work on his channel. I guess because I saw a lot of his stuff coming through my feed as well when I sat down and checked out some of it, which led me to other channels I can't remember right now. But yeah, lots of good stuff over on his channel to get you to other good channels.
Well, I told you, Zach, to get Jaron to do a actual, like a search engine for flat earthers and truthers.
Well, yeah,
that bypasses all their bullshit.
Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock App, $2.99. He's adding videos all the time. There's a new daily video of probably a video that's been created recently. Dave usually stays pretty much on top of things. He doesn't do a video of the day that's usually years old or anything like that. But you go into the frequently asked questions part, and it gives you all the questions. You know, what about gravity? What about boats over the horizon? What about this? What about eclipses? And there you find a plethora of pro flat Earth videos. And yeah, that's the closest we have to it right now as far as a search engine. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, an actual search engine. So you could search things that are brand new, even just pro flat.
Yeah, but it wouldn't just extend to flat Earth or something like that. It would extend to all the other good stuff
truth
that's out there as well. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, they were talking about if you missed the show Friday night, they want to get a mud flood Antiquitech type meetup festival type thing going. And they want to have it somewhere here in the States where there's going to be, where people can actually go and walk around and look at this stuff because it's all over the place.
It's everywhere.
So,
and the thing is, as we work out more and more about it, we find out that there's even more right in our faces that we didn't realize. Even if you don't have the old columns and the old spires and things like that in your town, check out the red bricks. It's just crazy the levels that this thing has.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. But they're even talking about, it's going to be fully funded, and they want to get all the heavy hitters that cover, Mudflood, Tartaria, Antiquitech. They want to bring Martin over. John Levi is going to be there. Just everybody, Autodidactic. They want to get all these people together in one area. I think that would be great. And then, everybody get together and then go walk around and just look around and notice all this Antiquitech and all these mud flooded buildings, firsthand live with these people. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'd love to go to something like that and talk to all those guys and pick their brains and see what they've found. And it would be sweet to have huge big pictures of certain buildings and, actually start, re-looking at some of the big historical buildings that you know about. And I imagine it would be so much fun going to one of those things.
So that's in the works. If you have any ideas, Biggs, right? He said you can contact him.
Yep. Stuffed Beagle. I suppose you can message him and you can find him over there at MeWe, or leave a comment. He's really good on, replying to comments on his YouTube videos, so you could find him there as well. So,
yeah, exciting times. It's happening. People are being about it, not just talking about it, and the word's getting out there. Like I said, I think we've already won. The game has been won. Now it's, those in control arguing and fussing and fighting.
And pulling their desperation cards.
Yeah, exactly. The next one, they're going to grab their ball and they're going to go home. I'm not playing anymore.
They may do some stupid shit on their way out the door, like, I don't know, catch the fucking ocean on fire. What the hell? I knew I had seen a story go by, but I didn't look at it. I didn't look at the picture, look at the story, read the story, or see this video. Thanks, Doc, for pointing this out, Doc Michael there in chat. Yeah,
fire water.
Gulf of Mexico is on fire, so naturally they're putting water on it. I'll share the picture. It's freaking amazing.
Now, what kind of fire is it? Is it a grease fire? Because you don't want to go throw water on a grease fire.
A burst pipeline. What else would it be?
Yeah.
What else would it be? But this picture is just too fucking awesome. Hold on.
Now, is this from an oil rig, something or other, or is it natural gas?
Picture coming now. If you can see my screen, you can have a chuckle. It's on fire! Quick, bring the hoses. Oh my
They're probably refilling them on the dock and running them back out there.
Right, running to the dock to get more water. Right. And
I'm out of water, guys.
I'll be back.
Now, how far out away from the shore is this? Is this like out in the middle?
I have no point of reference. I have completely just found the first picture and saw it for the first time. Let me go read the story 1 second. Let me stop sharing because they've gotten enough credit already for setting our fucking ocean on fire. It's not bad enough we had the Cerebrex experiment thrown into our ocean, which completely made me stop eating seafood, which I already wasn't a big fan of. Let's set it on fire. Okay, so apparently, short distance from a Pemex oil platform, they've dubbed it the Eye of Fire because that's cool and headline catchy. Blamed on a gas leak from an underwater pipeline. It is off the coast of Campeche, west of the Yucatan Peninsula. Started at 5:15 a.m. on Friday. Wow, while we were burning up the airwaves, they were burning up the ocean. They had put it out by 10:45 though, because as I said, they were putting water upon it. Yeah, I mean, that's it. There's your story. Pemex, which has a long record of major industrial accidents at its facilities and yet is somehow still an operating company and still fucking our world over, said it would investigate the cause of the fire and said it shut down valves of the 12-inch diameter pipeline. Well, that's good. Thank you for shutting that down.
We've investigated ourselves, and it turns out we've decided that we've done nothing wrong.
We didn't do shit. Yeah, we're all cleared here.
Isn't that always the case?
That's the whole world at the moment.
I wonder if they're going to make the "We're Sorry" videos.
Holy
like
God, the video's even better. I'm not going to get to the video because we'll probably get knocked off the air. The video's even better.
We're sorry.
It looks like something on a movie.
We're sorry. We're
so
sorry.
Laying there naked on a bear rug. We're sorry.
Kick back up on the beach, drinking a pina colada. We're sorry.
South Park's the best. I watched the South Park.
You better apologize.
Apologize. Yeah. You want me to? Yeah. Apologize. That's horrible.
That's horrible. We're sorry.
So, yeah, Austin says it looks fake. And that's because it's real.
I was going,
Austin.
Man, if you ask Elon, he'll tell you that every time. Yeah,
I
it
was
looks
going
like
to say,
shit for a movie.
I can make that in a backroom pool, in someone's backyard, a pool. Give me a couple remote control things, that shoot
Well,
water.
I'll definitely put my ears out to all my people I know that work in the industry out here because I have many friends that are boat captains and offshore hands and whatnot. They'll definitely let me know if this is real or not in very short time.
Well, all right. Well, that's the thing. So in what was thought to be the oldest song ever created, a sheet Hope you hear those air quotes there. A sheet of music was discovered in the ancient Syrian city of Ugarit and referenced back to around 3,400 years ago. Professor Anne Daffercorn Kilmer, who works as the curator of the Lowy Museum of Anthropology at Berkeley, spent 15 years deciphering the clay tablets, which were uncovered and excavated in Syria by the French archaeologists in the early 1950s. The tablets, it's been confirmed, formed a complete cult hymn and is the oldest preserved song with notation in the world. Kilmer, who's professor of Assyriology at the University of California, worked alongside her colleagues Richard L. Crocker and Robert R. Brown to create a definitive record and booklet about the song, which has been called Sounds from Silence. We were able to match the number of syllables in the text. Sorry, go ahead.
Sounds from silence.
That's it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got that right.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes too much sense.
Doesn't that sound dramatic, though? Sounds
Oh, man,
dramatic.
that song fucking cracked me up.
Well, here's what I want. I want to see you guys do something with this. I want to see TJ take this and do something with it and work it into a song somehow.
Put a beat behind it.
Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's got to be way past copyright.
Think.
That's
yeah,
right. How long did he take to do it? 15 years? That's fucking...
Yeah, 15 years to decipher.
You know how it is when you're in the studio.
You have to learn how to play music first before you did it, or what?
Tweaking all those tracks. You know, Lucas. Come on, man.
Didn't you hear that harpsichord? Of course. You had to learn to play that shit first.
And then I'm sure he went and played a lot of Prince of Persia while he was making that music.
It sounded like I was back in Zelda.
That's what I was saying. It was like the Prince of Persia soundtrack. That's what I kept picturing. Was me hopping over those walls and flipping up on my hands. And
I was trying to think of the video game. Zelda popped into my head first, and I went through all the songs. I was like, nope, that's not the Zelda one. What is that?
It's definitely Prince of Persia.
He deciphered it and he couldn't make it an actual tune. Just sound like, a 3-year-old banging on pots.
Well, see, they were able to match the number of syllables in the text of the song with the number of notes indicated by the musical notations, Kilmer pointed out. This approach produces harmonies rather than a melody of single notes. The chances the number of syllables would match the notation numbers without intention are astronomical. Richard Crocker, Kilmer's colleague, added that this has revolutionized the whole concept of the origin of Western music. While the basic recreation of the song was released later, a new video of the song was played by musician and composer Michael Levy, who, according to Mail, focuses on intensively researching and recreating the ancient playing techniques of the lyres of antiquity. While archaeologists managed to unearth 29 tablets during the project in the 1950s, only one of the texts was preserved well enough to allow modern reconstruction. Over the last few years, I've recorded several of my own arrangements for solo lyre of the Hurrian hymn, Mr. Levy said before explaining that his mission was to reintroduce the beautiful lyres of antiquity back into the bland and soulless modern musical world. He adds that H6, the rescued text, is the oldest substantial fragment, almost complete, of an actual melody so far discovered in history. Naturally, music, being the expression of aesthetic emotion through sound, probably even predates even our age of language. But up until this piece of music was actually discovered, no other written melodies from this period and before were ever found. The music of the Hurrian hymn text H6, therefore, is the oldest known example of a piece of actual written music dating from about 3,400 years ago, which can be interpreted and performed again today, over 3,400 years later. Okay, that's it.
Well, it's definitely not the oldest song then. It's the oldest one we know of, but if it's number 6, I'm assuming that there's 5 more before it. Just saying.
Right? Tommy and Chad wants to hear the second song at this point to get a comparison of their progression. Shut up.
Yeah, right now I'm just playing. Now I'm just playing around with the effects on my mixer. Remixing that.
Yeah, it seems like it's like those things they do to, just bolster their narrative of we were dumber in the past. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Barely off apes.
Yeah, barely could put a song together. Right.
All right.
So the second oldest is Delphic Hymns. Just throwing that out there. If you want to go listen to the second oldest song.
This is the Ironworks right here on Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com. We'll be back right after this for the fourth and final segment.
Discover the extraordinary powers of intuitive healing with pain transmutation, a method of holistic healing for the human soul, body, mind, and emotions. If you are looking for answers and a deep understanding of how to help yourself and the people around you to live a happier, healthier life, this is the right place for you. Learn how to read your soul's history in the Akashic Records. Remove negative energy attachments from your astral body and start the process of inner, and outer pain transmutation. Join Pain Transmutation Community to get started on the path of intuitive healing. Change your energetic state. Manifest new and exciting experiences. Re-energize your life and build inspiring connections with others in our community.
This is iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio makes you want to move. When you have a great melody, a song will last forever.
Instantly connected.
I love it when the beat goes.
Did you know you can listen to Truth Frequency Radio on iHeartRadio? Just download the app to your smart car, smartphone, or smart TV and get the best of TFR wherever you are.
iHeartRadio. I'll see you there.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
He was the deputy director of MI6, Britain's most senior diplomat. He was knighted by the Queen and in charge of thousands of highly trained spies. But he was also a member of the Paedophile Information Exchange. He had 45 diaries full of sex fantasies with children. His friend was the private secretary of Margaret Thatcher. He strangled a child and hit another with his car. He raped young boys and organized orgies with children for other politicians.
The Enigma Channel, intelligent television for planet Earth. EnigmaTV.com.
We are TFR.
My faith in destiny is all I need to prevail.
Truth Frequency Radio.
way up bright and shiny. Get up off your little hiney and begin your happy day.
Wow, that was close. I just barely made it back. Just in time to mash that button. Maybe even a few seconds late, but that's all right. Welcome back to the fourth and final segment of the Ironworks, right here on Truth Frequency Radio, TFRlive.com. That's quite a morning. It's been 4 days. I've been off Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and today's my first day back to work. So this is a great way to start my even shortened work week. So thank you guys.
Nice.
Cool.
4 days off. Did you and Dixie do anything?
Very little. Got some housework done. Cleaned out the gutters again.
Anything going on with that sump pump or your basement?
Not as of yet. So far, it's been dry. I don't know. We got a guy coming out to cut down some trees. Cut down a tree and then dead limb some of the other stuff. We got some crazy ivy growing up some trees. We want to try to save the trees, so he's going to get rid of the ivy for us. So we got $1,000 going out just for that. So sump pump is definitely on our priority to-do list, but right now there's just no funds available.
Yeah, some of those ivies, man, if you let them go, they can just choke out. They'll kill a tree.
Mm-hmm. Well, we
Up
have
there, it's called 10 Mile Road in Stark County, Indiana. And it's a 10-mile road, of course, but it's a bunch of other roads, and it's a fish and wildlife game preserve. They'll open certain areas up to hunters and stuff like that during hunting season and whatnot. But I forget what I was going to say now. I don't know. What were you talking about?
Oh, hell, I don't even remember myself.
There was one?
Yeah, there was one. Oh, ivy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this is crazy. There is a piece of ivy back in there that is as thick as a tree. Like, it killed the tree and the tree fell down, but this ivy was attached up into all the other trees and all the trees were kind of connected. And this ivy runs for at least 1/8 of a mile long up through these trees. And the stalk coming from the ground looks like it's a tree now. It's so big. It's like 6 inches, 8 inches in diameter. Just this huge. You would think it was a tree. My buddy, he followed it though, because there's just this big long. It goes up into the trees above the canopy, and then just starts going, and you can follow it all the way along the canopy for like 1/8 of a mile. It's insane. But yeah, that ivy it'll just keep growing if you don't cut it back. It's one of those, what's that one tree that just keeps going? The roots come out of the ground and it looks like a forest, but it's actually all one tree.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name of it.
I think that's in Africa. You can actually drive through this tree now. They used to drive around it, but the tree is spread out so far that they made a path through the tree. Yeah, amazing stuff.
So I came across a weird tree the other day. I don't know what I was looking up, but it was basically like a walking tree. So its roots are sort of in the air a little bit, and then the back ones die off and the front ones grow, and it can move about 20 meters in a year, something like that, to get in the better spot.
A walking palm.
Yeah.
Was it a palm tree? I know they have those. Yeah, the roots look crazy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like 1 centimeter a day or something like that. They can move. And yeah, it's to get to sunnier areas. If the canopy is growing overhead, instead of just dying off, their roots start moving them. If that's not sentient life, then I don't know what is, people. The tree knows it needs to move, and it does.
Well, all trees know to move to, get more sun, but it just figured out a way to walk.
To walk.
It's a real life ant.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. I remember the int moot. I even took a really long time because they have their own pace and all the ents just move a little slower than everybody else. Or maybe
they have their meeting, and then this is like the Hobbit's like, have you decided yet, or what's going on? He's like, we've only just finished saying hello.
That's what it was. It was all talking. They walked pretty fast, as I recall. It was the talking that took forever.
Takes a long time to see things in Ent. Old Entish.
Yeah, the walking palm. They've actually done time-lapse video of it. I think they found it in the Southwest Pacific somewhere, if my memory serves correct. Some island. They're not like all over the place. They're rare. This makes me want to go verify it, though. I've seen so much nonsense and bullshit, and everything they tell us is a lie. I'm pretty sure this came from National Geographic or Discovery or something like that. I don't know. I could take a fake looking tree and do a time lapse of it moving through a jungle. Just saying.
There was an old photographer who did a lot of time-lapse stuff as a pioneer of photography, and I used to know his name, but it's escaping me right now. And I think he did some stuff with trees that's pretty mind-blowing. I'll see if we may not have time to find it right now, but it used to come on like PBS, like some of his stuff on a regular basis when I was a teenager and early 20s. It was just mind-blowing watching like different things he had put under the time-lapse photography idea. He seems like he even built like these boxes where he would go out to live trees, and do things around live trees to get it to work right so the photography would work out. And I'll have to find it. It's not going to happen probably before I get off here. Shout out to that flat fellow throwing those super chats. Missed one earlier. Threw another sunglasses at us, and another one right here saying, support what you love, or what you love goes away. Thank you, Tommy, so much, my friend. Shout out to all the missing scouts as well that we were supposed to shout out to a little bit earlier, but haven't done that yet. We miss you guys. You need to get back in here. All of you do.
It was good to see Brian in chat and good to see DC there in chat. So there's lots of people that we haven't seen in a minute popping back in. Always nice to see familiar faces.
Absolutely. Love y'all. So we got about 15 minutes? Give or take a couple minutes maybe?
I'm sorry. I'm digging things up. Sorry.
I guess I could.
My
17.
Looking into sorry, Josh, go ahead.
17.
I was just gonna say my Google feed, the last couple days, I saw nothing of space. Very little. I was just wondering if any of you noticed that. Because I always, I'll go through just Google the stuff that they give me, like the news that they want to show me. And it seems like they're, for some reason, at least for me, they're cutting back on the space stuff so much right now. And a lot of it's more local stuff around my area, which is usually the bottom 3 of the list will be stuff in my local area. Now it's like 80% stuff in my local area. Just something I noticed.
Maybe they just do it in fits and spurts so they don't overblow it,
Or maybe they're going to create that little bit of a vacuum there in the interests and the thoughts, because you bombard it real quick and then you take it away just a little bit, and pretty soon you start, what happened to all those space? Or just start thinking about space, and then that's when you blow up one of these commercial Richard Branson, 85-year-old astronaut woman, Elon Musk, fall guy situation, and you make it a big national tragedy.
I getcha. Liz in chat, reminding everybody that Mark Devlin will be having his meditation session tomorrow again, 777.
Jesus, that is
or 7-7.
I will definitely be at work, so Walter, you'll have to be all up on that.
What time will that be for us? 1 o'clock?
I think
2
that's,
o'clock.
I'll
have to look.
4 is 10. So
don't start doing algebra on me, man. No, I'm digging through time lapse stuff and trying to find the guy, which is harder than I thought it would be.
And, it doesn't have to be just during that hour. You can have these thoughts all day long, every day, at any time. We can dwell on things that we have no control over or may not even be real. These things that we hear, that are put out there. Most of it's just to scare you, to bring fear into you. Or you can concentrate on how you want it to be and how you want to make it. And I think that is why they distract us so much, because if we focus on what we truly want, they know it will happen. So they need to keep you, befuddled and thinking about all this other nonsense at all times of the day, so you aren't concentrating on it,
Well, that's what they do. They create fake needs, don't they? We don't need any of their stuff in reality. We need the basics, like to live. But they're just creating a fake wants, fake needs, all this other stuff that you actually doesn't make you better, doesn't make you healthier, doesn't make you think clearer. So it's doing the exact opposite. But you're in this mindset that that's normal. It's crazy how they've done it. It's just a real magician's trick.
It is. Shout out to Commercial Sound and Video, another $1.99 super chat there in our chat. Thank you so much.
Love you, Nathan. Yeah, good guy. He does so much for the solar returns and the Flattoberfest. Just, man, I'd never seen somebody running around so much and working so hard for, just for the love of the community, like he did those days we were there. I mean, the audio, all that stuff. I know during the FEIC, the Flat Earth International Conventions, they had the same audio and video guys for all of them. And there were quite a few technical problems. It was weird for, these were professionals. And at Flattoberfest and Solar Return, there was barely any of that stuff. Not even a tenth of the issues and problems they had. So yeah, and Nathan was the guy that was helping out and running a lot of that stuff. So it just goes to show you, flat earthers know what they're doing and what they're talking about. You can go hire a professional, this and that, yada, 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 but you might just get some Joe Schmo. You hire a flat earther, you know that they're a critical thinker, and, I'm just saying. I'd hire a flat earther over, a Stanford graduate just about any day of the week.
Well, at least you could talk to him.
But yeah, I want critical thinkers, people that can think outside the box, somebody that's not stuck in one of those little ticky-tack boxes that they want to put us all in.
Yeah, well, we're sort of getting to the pointy end of the stick now, where you're making your choices from where society's going, and where we want to actually go is two divergent paths, isn't it?
Yeah, they're about 180 degrees almost.
Mm-hmm.
But, there's a lot more people that are starting to change directions daily. They're just waking up to the con. And that's why we do this, Not only is it great therapy for me to be able to hang out here with you guys and just, let whatever's on my, just let it spill out. It's great therapy to be able to talk and get all this stuff off your chest.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Real quick, I'm digging around trying to find the videos I remember. I did find F. Percy Smith, whose work I did know, but this isn't what I'm remembering. I'm now digging through the history of time-lapse photography, and I find out that from 1929 to 1931, Royal Raymond Rife astonishes journalists with early demonstrations of high magnification time-lapse micrography. That's crazy. Didn't know he was into that. It's not giving me any to his work, but I will definitely see if I can find some of his work out. So yeah, had no idea he dug into this. There's a whole world of this path. That's why I'm having a hard time to find the guy I'm remembering from those specials back in the day. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to dig more into his time lapse.
Yeah, that's very interesting considering what he ended up doing.
Right?
So I learned something insane. I don't know if I've told any of you guys this. It's nothing, it has to do with an animal kingdom, this and that. I believe it's the leopard. Maybe the jaguar. Isn't there a jaguar with spots? I know there's a black jaguar, but isn't there a jaguar that has spots out there somewhere?
Not sure.
Well, one of these
Look it
big
up for you.
cats. Leopard, jaguar, one of these big cats, not the lion or the tiger.
I'm sorry, I was trying to find my mute button. Yeah, jaguars have like the classic spots. That's their thing.
Yeah, they do. Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's a jaguar, but they love the water. These cats, they don't only love the water, they hunt crocodiles in the water.
Sweet.
They can hold their breath for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. They even have
You
pictures
sure
of them.
about that? That's crazy.
I have seen video of them sitting there swimming down and actually holding on to carcasses and eating them underwater in a zoo.
There's like 50 videos like right away when I went to find it and pictures. And yeah, apparently jaguars are honey badgers when it comes to the crocodiles, bro.
They are.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude. Because a crocodile will mess your day up. Oh, wow.
But yeah, I'd never known that there was a big cat out there like that loved the water. Like they spend a lot of time in the water. I was amazed. I'm 42 years old and I'm still learning something new just about every single day. I love this place.
So I just looked up the longest time breath held voluntarily by a male is 24 minutes and 37 seconds.
It's nuts.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And that's not just sitting underwater like, when a human's trying to hold their breath for a long time. They're like underwater moving around, exerting oxygen. They don't just go down there like a turtle and sit there. Yeah. I'm just amazing. What else don't, how much is there to learn out there? And why aren't we taught these things in school,
How can you hold your breath for 24 minutes, though? That's crazy. That's so long.
I love that saying, Walt. No, I dropped out of school. A school is no place for a smart person. Yeah, go out there and, I don't know, I do search Flat Earth and research it still, quite a bit. Not as much as back in the heyday when there was so much new stuff coming out. But I've really been, I love my First Amendment audits. If you didn't see it, Austin was on High Impact Flicks. Austin Whitsitt out in Cleveland at the baseball game, flat smack, and the cops they even put their hands on him, but they tried to make him shut up and this and that, and he knew it. He's been watching First Amendment audits. It was awesome. No, I'm not giving you my ID. What's your name and your badge number? Stuff like that. It was well done. Looking up the codes right there that they're telling him. You can't do it because you have an amplified device and this and that, and he's looking through it. No. Yeah, it was great. Well done, Austin.
Nice.
Yeah, you can find it on his channel, Whitsitt Gets It, or you can go to Globebuster's Activism channel. I believe he might have been doing it live from that one. I'm not 100%. And High Impact Flicks, big channel, showed him talking about Flat Earth for a while. It wasn't like they just talked about the activism part. They actually highlighted him speaking about Flat Earth and calling the old cops boomers and stuff like that. They're just all upset to getting the moon. Bunch of boomers. It was hilarious.
Paying them out. That's sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, go check that out for sure. It was great.
I missed that. I thought the High Impact Flicks channel was gone. I thought it was called something else now. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out real quick. Robo Fish with a 5 there over on the TFR chat. And Spoon Man dropping a link for a book called Secret Lives of Trees, which I now see and will definitely have to check out. Thank you for that. I'm sorry. I forget to check you guys out on TFR. It gets a little lonely over there in the mornings. But thank you for being there and hanging out with us.
I have to have the Secret Lives of Trees and Jaguars.
And Jaguars.
Tommy, that flat fellow in chat, said he just looked it up, and leopards can hold their breath for 2 hours.
Dude, they're fucking amphibian.
They're honey badgers.
They are honey badgers.
That's wow.
That's like a whale. That's just insane. Oh man.
I have no respect for my cats now.
We go test them.
Keep going, test it out.
They
should be able to go at least 25 minutes.
So terrible. Prank callers.
I hope y'all have a great day.
Rocking a river.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for being here. Hey, Friday. If you didn't check it out, as I said, definitely go check it out. Somehow it stayed up. We all thought it would get because we were.
Actually, that's a lie. I pulled it yesterday. I didn't pull it.
Did you?
I set it to private.
Why? Because you're getting issues? I haven't looked at the email.
There was no issues other than I need to pull it down and edit it a little bit so that I can re-upload it with the edited version. It was a special request from our buddy Hacksaw, who didn't realize that when he called into Zoom that his phone number would then be put up there on screen for all to see. So he requested we pull that down so I could blur that out. So I'll be doing that at some point. But that should be relatively easy.
Yeah.
Something I can probably do. But that is going to bring us here real close. We've only got about 90 seconds, not even, probably 60 seconds until we hit the end.
Indeed.
So another awesome show. Thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you, everyone who is not in chat, but still standing by listening. Everybody there over there at TFR.
Yes. Thank you, guys. And the ones who aren't here
everyone.
In chat that are just hanging out and listening. We appreciate that as well. Even though you guys don't get as much love because we do hang out with our chat a bit. We know you're there and we do appreciate it. Thank you so much. All you missing scouts, get your butts back in here. We miss y'all for sure. I know life gets in the way. It gets in our way sometimes too, but damn it, we miss y'all and love you guys.
Definitely for sure. You got anything?
As far as Friday
there we go.
coming, oops, sorry.
Nope, you're going right where I was. Take it.
Unless I get overridden, I think I'll be reaching out to a person that we have kind of on standby. So we should have a pretty exciting guest coming up for Friday. And if that doesn't work out, we'll have a different one. Right. Teaser. Love you guys. Thank y'all so much.
Love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be sure you tune back in on Friday morning for another episode of the Ironworks. In the meantime, be good. Be well. We love you. Bye-bye.